On November 8, 2013, Typhoon Yolanda, the strongest typhoon recorded in Philippine history, made its landfall. It hit most of the Visayas region and left the towns tremendously devastated. For most of the victims of the typhoon, they saw it as the end of the world. Everything was black and white, and people were close to losing their hope.
Ilang taon na ako, gano'n ako naka-experience ng gano'n eh. Nung nasa ilalim ng tubig in the world. Pero hindi ako nag-isip ng gano'n. Tapos ng bagyo, wala kayong makakain. Nabukasan, pumunta ako dito sa office. Tapos tanong ako kung may trabaho pa kami. Ay, hindi naman nakasagot. Parang wala pa siguro kasi sira naman yung lahat doon.
The rich, the poor, the business owners and employees all became victims of the tragedy that washed out the entire face of the town.
We have to do the impossible. We have to overcome the trauma. Na-victimize kami, but we have to overcome it. Otherwise, kami dito sa Kapitolyo, if hindi namin ma-overcome yung trauma namin, ay buong Leyte talaga. It will deteriorate.
FPOSI, freight process actually is we cater trucking companies in the US. We do the bills processing for them. We do it here in the Philippines. And it's actually being done here in Leyte. And when Yolanda came, no electricity, no communication, not even cell phones. I don't even know where the workers are. Are we still going to continue?
Freight Process Outsourcing Solutions Incorporated, or FPOSI, is the first BPO company that operated in Leyte. It was incorporated in early 2013. It is part of the Direct Data Capture Incorporated, or DDC Group of Companies. FPOSI was not spared by the wrath of Yolanda. It brought damage to the company's infrastructure and its people. In the midst of chaos and hopelessness, the management decided it was best to close shop. But things began to change.
If you will have all experience after Yolanda, I think you're gonna think of a reason of coming back. What actually pushed us to come back was we came from Leyte. Number two was the people that were left behind were actually, you can see them that they're really willing to work.
Eventually, this will be over. And when the chaos is over, this town will have to rebuild itself. We want to do our own thing in helping the province. But if we are to help the province, the last thing we should do is abandon. The first thing we should do is actually continue.
We're all heavily committed to Leyte, and we won't leave. And we knew the day this happened, we were already committed to help rebuild. So we won't leave.
The management felt the need of the people in Leyte. They too were victims. But in their hearts, the only way to bring back hope to their employees was to assure them that in the days to come, they still have jobs to wake up to. The Transfer Rebuild program, where employees were sent to Manila to continue their jobs, was born. This provided their needs during the reconstruction of their building in Leyte.
May nakapagsabi na pupunta raw lahat ng mga dealer sa Maynila. Sumama na ako, umalis ako dun sa ginagawa kong bahay. Sabi nila, magbibigay ng tulong doon. Trabaho. Yun, nakapagtrabaho kami doon, nakapag-ipon, nakapambili ng mga gamit.
If we really want to help Leyte, I think we have to give them back their lives by giving them back their jobs.
Ako lang yung may trabaho sa amin. So, kailangan ko talaga yung work na to. Sapat na po yung sahod para po matulungan ko ang pamilya ko. So far, nakakatulong naman. At okay na kami ngayon.
Ano pa sila ng mga aplikante, tumanggap para naman makatulong din sila sa iba para katulad din sa akin, at least na may trabaho ako dito, kahit ano lang, nakakapagbigay na ako sa tatay ko.
It is a complicated business. That's going to open in Typhoon Yolanda area. If that company can open there, why can't others do it? Because at this point, the time for relief is over. It is time for jobs. And if you want to help in Typhoon Yolanda area, goods are good, okay, it will be used. But the most important thing is livelihood and jobs, sustainable ones. And the fastest employer basically are businesses who can relocate there. Do you have confidence in Leyte? Of course we do.
We have a great deal of confidence in the local management here in the Philippines. Well, I'm not going to say anything else. The evidence is there to see. You only have to visit the new building and look at the way that it is and how impressive it is.
After the storm, the havoc, and the pains that caused distress for the people of Leyte, FPOSI was rebuilt, and with it, the promise of life starting anew for their people. Yes, Leyte is back in business.